Hello everyone and welcome to the Future of Food Symposium 2021, held online by the Centre for Business and Society at Coventry University. So my name is Jordan Laselle and I'm one of the lead organisers, and we're excited to see so many people join today and speakers who are working across the area of food and sustainability. Just a note at the start, so as a courtesy, we'd like to kindly ask others to keep your microphones on mute during this open symposium and over the course of the two-day event, and we ask that you are respectful to the speakers and the chairs. So the symposium will happen today and tomorrow. It's a two-day event, and we just want to let you know a bit more about the people behind organising the symposium. I feel like I've been sending a barrage of emails, but these are the people behind putting this together. The lead organisers, there's also a full team as well. So my name's Jordan Laselle. I'm a research assistant at the Centre for Business and Society. Also have Marsha Smith, who's a doctoral researcher at the Centre for Business and Society and founder of Nottingham Social Eating Network, and Dr. David Beck as well, who's an associate professor at the Centre for Business and Society. And we'll be here, I'll be at most of the events, all the events today, and you'll also see Marsha and David throughout the 2 days event. So these are the people behind leading the organisation process. So what is the Future of Food Symposium? Well, this is actually the second instalment of Future of Food Symposium. So this was started in 2019 at the University of Nottingham, and the Future of Food Symposium was highly successful at bringing together stakeholders across society to discuss food issues. And we really like to highlight this isn't a conference or symposium that is disciplinary. We've got a huge range of different academics and industry practitioners, third sector workers, grassroots campaigners, etc. today and tomorrow who are putting forward their ideas. So whilst an event in its entirety wasn't possible last year, this year the Centre for Business and Society at Coventry University put themselves forward for this second instalment. So the theme this year is from recovery to resilience, and the wide-ranging impact of COVID-19 has really reframed sustainability challenges. There's new problems that have emerged, and at the same time, existing issues have been exacerbated. Levels of global consumption and production remain unsustainable and require urgent changes to meet emission reduction targets. And food remains at the centre of this. We need to focus on food to facilitate the sustainable transition towards a more sustainable future. The future of food is critical for the livelihood of the well-being of people and planet, and we put forward the Future of Food Symposium as an opportunity to not only share insight into the impact of the pandemic and timely research linked to the topic of food, but also as a space to discuss, depict, and devise the road to recovery and beyond. At the centre of the future of food is a need for a just transition to more resilient pathways to reframe, adapt, and pursue a more sustainable society through more sustainable practices. So we invite stakeholders across business and society to present, discuss, debate, and collaborate in moving forward the sustainable food agenda. Okay, so I'm going to hand over to David Beck to tell us a bit more about CBIS, Centre for Business and Society.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this event. We're delighted to welcome everybody today to this event at Coventry University, where the event is being hosted by the Centre for Business and Society, known by its acronym of CBIS more commonly, and we'd also like to acknowledge as well the support in putting this event together and running many of the tracks within it, the Centre for Agroecology, Water and Resilience as well. There's been very much a partnership in putting this event together, which emphasises the multidisciplinary nature of the issues that we are talking about. A quick bit of background about CBIS. We are housed as the Specialist Research Centre within the Faculty of Business and Law, and we're responsible for developing the faculty's research culture. Research is organised within CBIS into 4 clusters of activity. This event has been organised by the Sustainable Production and Consumption cluster. Some of you may recognise a similarity there with one of the SDGs, which is not coincidental at all. Now, this cluster is co-led by myself and Professor Benny Tajono. The future of food is a key theme within our body of work, and this is reflected within the tracks and panels which comprise this symposium. So we'd like to welcome you all again today, and thank you very much for joining. And I'd just like to say that we hope very much that you find the discussions that are going to be ensuing over the next day and a half to be interesting, fruitful, and hopefully lead to some changes in practices in various parts of the food production and consumption system. Thank you.
Great, thanks, David. So first, a little bit more about what you can expect from this two-day event. And we've got an exciting agenda lined up. So firstly, we've got 4 fantastic keynote speakers, 2 of which you're going to hear this morning and 2 of which are tomorrow morning. So this morning you're going to hear from Professor Anna Davis and Jamie Crummy, and tomorrow Suzanne Higgs and Moya Nifsi. We've also got a number of panel debates, and here we're bringing together industry experts, community workers, etc. So what enabled and constrained community food groups during the pandemic, being looking at what happened with the food groups during the pandemic. Secondly, looking at the mandatory food waste reporting for businesses, the opportunities, challenges, and implications related to that. And finally, a panel debate all around logos and logistics. So the challenges and opportunities for certifying food production to promote sustainable consumption. And these are 45-minute events where industry experts, etc., will be speaking and giving their points of views on these timely topics that are evolving at the moment. We also have a special event with FareShare. So this is some research that the team here at CBIZ have undertaken, and we'll be showing a short film, a view from the front line of community food provisioning during the pandemic. We'll share some of the research with you as well about what we found out. And also there'll be guest speakers, so Simone Connolly from FareShare and Hannah Gallimore from Central England Co-op will be reflecting, giving their perspective of what happened during the pandemic with regards to community food. And also there'll be 6 track presentations. So here we have academics and industry experts as well, presenting across a range of issues. So the crisis of food waste, challenges relating to food and nutrition insecurity, digital platforms as sustainable food solutions, alternative experience of eating and producing and consuming food, sustainable resourcing and ethical consumption, and decision-making in food supply chains. So these will be happening across the 2-day events, and these are all kind of clearly make clear who's speaking in the agenda and the proceedings document. Great. So next, I'll hand over to John Harvey, who ran the event last year and is just going to say a few words to officially hand over the symposium.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, for those that haven't met me, my name is John, and I helped to organise the event last time. This is the 2nd symposium, and we're keen to run it again next year. So if you're interested in hosting it, do please have a chat with any of the organising committee. It's worth asking why FFS. We joked in the first year that the acronym suited our view of the food system, one of frustration, and there continues to be profound challenges. And since that last event, it's worth remembering what's happened. When coronavirus hit, we saw mania in the supermarkets, panic buying and hoarding food. People requiring emergency food assistance were hit hardest as food banks struggled during lockdowns. Food insecurity had a sharp rise. Working conditions changed too, meaning our consumer behaviour also changed, affecting our diet, our nutrition, where we buy food, how we dispose of it. And the commercial viability of businesses hinged on vague definitions of what even constitutes a meal. While at the same time, loneliness went up due to enforced social distancing, commensality disappeared, and we lost opportunities to eat together or break bread with strangers. Now we see dislocations of supply and demand in our international just-in-time supply chains, as McDonald's runs out of milkshakes and Nando's run out of chicken, and God forbid Wetherspoons runs out of beer. It reminds us the symposium issues that we first addressed have, if anything, become more acute. So we need action. We need open, multidisciplinary spaces where people from all parts of society can participate in debate, whether that's politics or business, non-profits and charities, or academia. And it's exciting to see so many fascinating talks proposed in the next couple of days. I just want to take a moment before we begin to thank the organising committee, particularly Marcia and David, and of course Jordan, who, apart from running the event, has also had the challenge of dealing with a newborn baby too. It's not easy to put on a free and inclusive event, excuse me, with so many fantastic keynotes, debates and presentations. And although it's really difficult to applaud online, I hope you'll all join me in thanking our hosts. Lastly, we have a hashtag for the event today. If you want to talk about anything on social media, it's FFS 2021. Registration is still open, so please do encourage other people into the discussion. Yeah, if you want to show the next slide, Jordan, we can see the hashtag. Yeah, thanks very much.